guess quite a few people have joined. So yeah, we'll start. So, hi Shweta, thank you for joining with us. And as you know, I'm Vaishnavi, and I welcome you on behalf of Qonsept. It's our immense pleasure to have a live interview session with you. I'll just introduce you to our viewers. So Shweta is a nutritionist and a holistic health coach. She is passionate about nutrition and fitness. She has completed her trainings from Institute of Integrative Nutrition, and she's also a Reiki master. So thank you so much, Shweta, for joining with us.
Thank you so much, Vaishni. And just to correct, I'm not a nutritionist. I call myself as an integrative nutrition health coach. So, what I work is majorly not just letting people know what to eat and what not to eat, but more holistic approach towards helping them reach their health goals. So it's everything related to food. Along with there's nutrition, there's spirituality, there's relationships, there's career. So a good balance of everything is needed if you need
Okay.
to live a healthy, happy life. So yeah, just a small correction there. And thank
Yeah,
you so
thank
much.
you.
That was a wonderful introduction.
Yeah, thank you. So yeah, let's begin. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, first is very basic question, which I have every time. So
Yeah.
there are people, people are very conscious about their health and diet. So people always tend to think that avoiding junk food or eating less might help their diet. So what do you think is a healthy diet, or what, according to you, is a healthy diet?
So healthy diet, when it comes to it, yes, junk food is not necessarily like it doesn't add any value to your health, right? It's to give you an example. Imagine yourself like if you have a car and you take it to your gas station. So what do you fill in your car? You would fill in like good quality fuel like petrol, diesel, and anything. You would not fill your car with like water or any cleaning solution or anything. So for your car to function at its best, you need to put in like the right fuel to it. So
Yeah.
similar to that, if your body has to function at its best, you need to put in like the right food, the right food that's more natural, that's not processed, that gives you all the benefits and everything that it needs to flourish and nourish. So in
Yeah.
that ways, yeah, junk food, I mean, in moderation, everything is fine. That's what I say.
Yeah.
You don't have to like strive yourself because we love our junk food. So it's not
Yeah.
like you have
Absolutely.
it every time. Have like a good 90-10 balance. Have good food 90% of the times and have like junk 10% of the times. So that way you have like a good balance there. So anything in moderation, in balance is good. So don't like deprive yourself of anything,
Yeah.
but have more of the good and less of the bad. So your body says,
Correct.
okay, I'm good.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So this 90-10 ratio. So 10% is are the cheat meals, right?
Yeah, you could say cheat and yeah. But over a period of time, what happens is when you have more of the natural, like good, like lots of plants and plant-based food or like anything more natural, like fruits and vegetables. So what happens is your palate automatically gets developed such that after a period of time, you would not have that craving for junk food as that much.
Correct. Yeah.
So it's in a way you kind of navigate towards having more of healthy food than the junk food. So you would maybe start off with that, but eventually you'll see that you don't crave for that much of junk food. So it's good in a way.
Okay. Okay. So,
Yeah.
Shweta, we see everywhere around us or on social media, people are, they are so much hitting gyms, or they're passionate about working out and all to lose weight. So, is being slim a sign of being healthy? Is it the only way of being healthy?
Not necessary. See, being healthy is like I say, like I always practice for myself too. It's more holistic. So it has to be like you should feel good in yourself. You should feel healthy, like even physical and even mentally. It's not
Yeah.
just looking slim and being that size zero or whatever we call.
Yeah.
So it's more of how you feel mentally, how you feel physically, how you are during the day, and doesn't necessarily have to be like slim. You can be like good, healthy, and be, I mean, being fit is important rather than being slim, and if you're sick and tired and lethargic the whole time doesn't make sense, right? So it has to be
Okay.
more related to feeling like full of energy. Your energy levels are good. You feel your mind is alert, and you don't have the brain fogginess, or you just feel fresh and lively. That's what being
Okay.
healthy to me is.
Correct.
It should be
Correct.
more that way rather than just looking for like the physical aspect of it, of just being thin, because that's what I guess. I mean, things are changing now, though. Like the
Yeah.
media has been earlier, it used to be like that. Oh, the heroines are thin, and then you look
Mm-hmm.
beautiful if you're thin, and if you're fat, you don't look beautiful and all that. But I guess it's changing now, which is good, and that's yeah. So just be more fit in your mind, fit in your body,
Okay.
be feel energetic, feel fresh. That's what
Yeah.
healthy
Correct.
should be. And that's what the goal
So,
should be, rather than just looking for like a weight loss goal. So even if you have
yeah.
some weight and you feel you're good, you're not feeling sick, you have good immunity, that's enough. You don't need a
That's
lot of
good.
things.
Yeah. Correct. So, do you think that having a bad diet or improper diet affects behavior of a person?
Oh, definitely. Like there's lot of research out there if you look out. There's this the mind body connection, like how you think affects your body and how your body is affects your mind. So it starts with food. That's when even when I coach my clients, it starts more with nutrition part of it, and then it drills down to more of how you're thinking, how your mental fitness is kind of. So it's very related. So even if you're saying like I'm eating a lot of, I mean, you'll see a difference for yourself if you eat a lot of junk food for that matter, and then you'll see how your mood is. You would have those afternoon cravings, you would have those hunger kind of times during the day. So having like a good healthy meal that keeps you full, that keeps you um, like energized throughout the day, that would be something you would feel fresh in your mind too. So you don't
Okay.
really have to go for like any fad diets actually, but
Mm-hmm.
yeah, go for a very basic thing, like have your fruits, vegetables, drink a lot of water, have good
Okay.
sleep, exercise, everything together. It's not just food that you should focus on.
Mm-hmm.
It's all other aspects too, so that would really help you get into a good good
Okay.
healthy frame of mind.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, since we are talking about many food aspects, so what are the few things that you think these are must for an individual's diet, that this has to be included in the diet?
Yes. So, like everyday meals, when you say, see to it that you don't eat like full 100% of your whatever stomach space that you have. So, maybe
Yeah.
aim for like half of it should be your solid food, like how they say in Ayurveda or any yogic practice, right? So, you have half of
Yes.
it should be your solid food, one food should be a liquid, and one food should be just empty space so that your food has
Mhm.
space to like get digested and move around. So, and in that half of the solid food, obviously have a good mix of your whatever you're eating, whatever you like. So, anything, whole grains, your fruits and vegetables, everything natural is it's not going to harm your body. It's only going to do good
Correct.
for your body. So, have a good mix of fruits and vegetables. Have so when we talk of gut again, so I generally like to have these small portions of pickles or maybe probiotics like
Yeah.
sauerkraut or kimchi or
Okay.
some kind of a side dish kind of a thing that you would that helps in actually having a good helps with your digestion too, and helps with the gut health too, so which is really important when it comes to immunity and everything. So have a good mix in your meal. Stick to variety. Have see that you have lots of different colors, lots of different tasting foods, and something that you really like. So if you like what you're eating, so you would really enjoy your meal, have it mindfully. So don't, I mean, I would not really recommend to go for any diet kind of a thing,
Mhm.
but eat what you like, have a balanced meal, have a good variety of all options like your proteins and stuff. So anything that makes you keeps you full for longer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so since we are talking about healthy habits and all, we would love to know about your healthy habits. What are your healthy habits? What do you do in a day, like a day in Shweta's life?
Oh my God. It's very, very basic, and especially since we are at home right now, it's more of uh, a very indoorsy stuff for me. So like I said, I'm a morning person, so my day starts really early, like as early as like 4:30 in the morning. So when I start off, first thing I like to do in the morning is I have my an hour session of yoga meditation that I do generally, and it actually depends on the mood too. So if I'm in the mood to do some other kind of workout exercises or something like maybe just stretching, or some days I'm just not in the mood to do anything, so I would do something light. So I really like to take that morning time to like listen to myself, what am I feeling today, what do I want to do today, and plan out my day accordingly. And morning, I do practice like intermittent fasting most of the times, as and when possible. So I don't generally have like a big breakfast kind of a thing, but I like to have like my fruits, and I love my bananas in the morning. So I have my bananas and fruits, like whatever there's oranges, apples, and nuts. I have like soaked nuts that I soak in the night, so I have those in the morning. And then I start prepping for my lunch and stuff. And lunch is sometimes it's leftovers from the dinner the day before, or sometimes I make it fresh. So that again is not very, very lavish, but very basic stuff. I love my rice and dal. That's like a comfort food for me. So I can have that any day. And so yeah, and then there's lunch, and afternoons again there's some or the other
Okay.
work related stuff that you would do.
Yeah.
And I have like a 6-year old, so he keeps me busy most of the time. So it's
Okay.
always like especially that's why like if I try to finish my stuff in the morning, so I have the day after that I'm busy with him. So he keeps me active most of the time.
Nice.
So even if I don't do my workout and stuff, I get my share
Okay,
for the
good.
day. And yeah, and I love to experiment with a lot of recipes, like trying out new stuff. And I do a lot of baking too.
Yeah.
And we do a lot of afternoons generally, like especially in these lockdowns, we spend like doing a lot of baking muffins and trying out like more of baking with like healthy grains, like whole grain stuff with natural sweeteners. And just trying out new recipes and seeing, okay, if this works and if this is something that we like, then we keep it in our menu for the week. And yeah, and evenings, generally we go out. I love being outdoors. So if generally before the lockdown, my weekends used to be like I have a small hiking group that we go hiking every weekend.
Okay.
And being outdoors is nice. Like it's you have to spend time outdoors. That's what even if it's a lockdown time, I would recommend like at least take some time out in the sun so that you have that time of just getting some fresh air and some sunlight. And that does like wonders for your body. So even if you're feeling low and not feeling in the mood, but just make it a point to like get out there. And yeah, and I sleep pretty early. Like I try to, but it doesn't really happen that way. So mostly by 9:30, 10ish is when I would sleep. And then before sleeping, yes, of course, I don't watch my phone and stuff, but I love listening to podcasts or some interesting, maybe some YouTube
Mhm.
video that I might have bookmarked. So I listen to that, or I might read a book, depends on again how my
Okay.
mood is. So yeah, pretty basic life, very simple. I don't really try and make it hectic, but there are days again like highs and lows. Some days are very hectic. I
Okay.
can't really stick to the schedule, but I try to find a balance throughout the day, so that way I can like do what
Yeah.
I like, and then
Nice.
still eat what I like, and then like engage in different things. So yeah,
Okay,
a
okay.
good mix of everything.
Okay, so the this COVID-19 has changed a lot of things. So
Yeah.
how is the situation there? I mean, how is everything
Uh,
there?
it's kind of easing right now, I would say, but again, I don't know because I don't really, I haven't really gone out and seen what's
Yeah,
happening. But what I can see around me is like people have started coming out. People have still, like I guess, they're like too bored of sitting at home now. So you see
correct.
many people like coming out. But again, there's social distancing and everything that's being maintained. People are wearing masks and everything. So hopefully this thing, I mean,
Mm.
I know things may not get back to the normal like how it used to be, but hoping for the best. Let's see how we really have. It's
Yeah,
so unpredictable. We don't know what to
correct.
think of. But
Let's hope
things are
for the
easing out. Like things are opening up. The restaurants,
yeah,
like some gyms have opened up, and restaurants opening up, and then like parks and stuff. I guess
correct,
they
correct.
are
So
allowing.
how do you think COVID has changed the diets of people?
Diets of people, like what I feel is like because of like past 2, 3 months, right? So it's a lot of time that we are spending indoors. And one good thing that I liked about this is, I guess everybody's like home cooking more. Nobody's eating out a lot. So that way it is good in a way because then you have, like whenever you eat home cooked food, you have control on the oil that you're using, how much
Mm.
sugar and salt you're using. So I guess that way that was a good thing though. And diet wise, yes, another thing that I noticed was since you're home, you have access to your kitchen pantry. So I guess between meetings and stuff, you're so tempted to go and like grab something and then
Yeah,
fatafat
correct,
you're like,
correct.
okay, munching. And maybe you're like munching throughout the day because you're like, okay, I have access to this and my favorite snack is yours. I can. So I guess that way that must have increased for most people. So I don't snack a lot, so I it doesn't really tempt me that much. But I've heard and seen that with my friends too. So maybe
Yeah,
that has been a change, like because of the change in the scenario, people must be more prone towards like having access to food, maybe having
yeah, and
them
having much of the
in.
homemade food, right?
Yeah, homemade food is that's actually a very good thing. That's what I feel because
Yeah,
we don't
absolutely.
even if like even in our house actually like if Monday to Fridays would be home cooked, but weekends you're out, so you like tend to eat outside, and then you figure out okay, I ate so much of this, and then oh no that was not good. But yeah, this is good in a way.
Yeah, absolutely. And just one question that you have seen many teenagers who live away from their families, right? So they don't
Yeah.
have much time to, cook and have their proper diet. So what would you advise to such people?
So when you're staying out, what I would say is you need to actually plan your meals. That is something that would really help, and not just like maybe teens, even for like everyday home stuff too, because you're working, and then planning really helps. So maybe take the weekend to like plan what you're going to have for the next week, and maybe you could do meal prep kind of stuff. And then by meal prep, I don't really like that idea of cooking for the whole week. Maybe you could cook like basic stuff, or maybe you could just have like the veggies and the things chopped and ready. So you could just make them on the go, and then you could make use of things like the pressure cooker. I find it's like so handy. You can just dump
Yeah,
in anything and make like a one pot meal, which is like so easy. You just put everything, put your rice, put your veggies. It's like a whole meal by itself. So you could really plan out your meals that way, and then other option would be like have a lot of like fruits and healthy snacks available. So whenever you don't feel like or have something some kind of a some food ready in your fridge already, so that when you're not in the mood to cook anything, you just like grab something which is not again like you're not tempted to like take takeouts and stuff. So you have something in your house which is in the even if it's
yeah,
leftovers, it's fine. So you could just like spice it up with something, add some salad, add some avocados and stuff, and then just make it into a new meal and enjoy it.
yeah.
So yeah, planning goes a
Okay,
long way when it comes to
correct, correct.
like anybody actually. So it
Yeah.
really helps.
So, in a proper diet, how much important do you think millets or berries are? I mean, how much important they have in one's diet?
They're really important when it comes to millets and berries actually. So berries, like I said, like having fruits and vegetables goes a long way when it comes to
Correct, correct.
having a good health and stuff actually. And when you say berries, uh, like all of us know, like they're colorful, they have antioxidants, the polyphenols, which are like good for the heart and stuff. So having like just a bowl of, for example, say blueberries, it's like very beneficial for your heart health and immunity. Helps fight inflammation. So I would really recommend like having, if you have access to fruits and vegetables, have those. And millets, yes, these like whole grains, when you have
Yes.
them in your diet, they have a lot of fiber, a lot of vitamins and minerals, so they keep you full for longer time. So if you're like especially on a weight loss plan or something, so you don't really feel like eating every 2 hours. They keep you full, they keep you full for a longer time. And
Yeah.
yeah, and then like
Correct.
there are different various options, so you can like try various different recipes. You don't have to stick to like one millet, and try various options, try the different recipes, bring a variety on your plate, so that way you're not restricted to just one. And yeah, go crazy.
Yeah. So, we have known about various dishes that could be made of millets. So, which is your favorite dish? Like, what would you made of millets?
So millets at my place, what I generally do is we eat a lot of parathas. So I know it's a lot of
Okay.
work though, but what I generally do is I mix all the millets, whatever I have in my pantry. So it could be ragi, it could be jawar, or it could be like a little bit of whole wheat and something here and there, like basin and stuff. So just mix everything, and I add a lot of greens to it, and I make the dough ready. So whenever so that's like one major prep kind that I have to do. And then we also do a lot of millet in baking, actually. So we do a lot of muffins, and especially
Yeah.
with oats and ragi cookies. My son loves those ragi cookies. So we try and do a lot of baking with millets, and just like all different options you can think of
Yeah.
incorporating it in your daily life. Yeah.
Even Concept deals with berries and millets, and we are very glad that we are providing nutritious things to our customers, and it's
Yes.
very nice. Yeah.
Yeah,
So,
that's really nice. Like having access, that's what I feel like. Nowadays, I mean, at least in the cities, you see a lot of people are educated about, they know like, okay, we should be eating more of fruits and more of the millets and include them in your diet. But then sometimes it may be the case, like you don't know, you don't have access to, you don't know where to go to get like good healthy stuff. So it's nice in a way that you're promoting these health foods and having people get access to them, and that way, like the more easily it's available, the more easily you're going to have it. So if it's like, if you have more easy access to like junk food, you'll be eating that. If you have easy access to like
yeah.
the good stuff, you would be eating that. So it's good in a way. So yeah, all the best for that. It's really nice.
Yeah, thank you so much. So, we'll just have some questions from our viewers.
Mm-hmm.
So, there's one question, is fasting is good for health or not? What do you think?
Fasting, yes. So what happens is when we eat food, right? So it stays in our system for like few hours. Like it goes through this whole, you're eating it, it goes through your stomach, it goes to your intestine till it comes out. So and a lot of energy, the body spends a lot of energy digesting that food. So when you fast, what happens is there is no food to be digested, and that's when the body actually starts to like work on the repair part of the system. So when you have no food to digest, the body will be working on healing your body, repairing itself. And when you have food, so it's like focused totally on digesting that food. So fasting actually helps in that way, because you're not putting anything into your system. So your body is like helping itself heal itself, and working out, like you could imagine like there's a small army inside who is like fixing everything which is broken in your
Yeah.
body. So that way, I would like really say like we actually in the Indian tradition, we actually have these so many times of the months, or like there are so many occasions where you fast, but then again, like in those fast, you're like eating a lot of stuff
Yeah,
which may not be
exactly.
healthy again. So when you say fasting would be like just don't eat anything, maybe you can have water. Some people even don't have water. So that way, just maybe every once in a month or once in 15 days, just do that kind of a detox for your body. So you're like having the body completely digest what it has, and then start working on doing the repair for the body. So yeah,
Correct.
fasting is good. So if you can. And then again, like if you have any health conditions, always check with your doctor before you get into any kind of fasting. So even if it's intermittent fasting, or you're like doing any other kind of, maybe a full 24-hour fast or anything, or so yeah. So if you have any pre-existing condition, check with your doctor. If you're taking medications, check with your doctor before you're doing any fasting. But yeah, it does wonders.
Okay. So there's another question which says that people think that eating multiple times but eating less is it is good for your body. So is it true or it's just a myth?
From my experience, what I feel, and I feel there's a logic to it too. So if you're eating like multiple times, like I said, so your body is like continuously working at like, okay, something is coming in, it's continuously digesting, continuously working on like breaking down that food. So what I would say is have like, maybe you, that's not necessary to have like multiple meals in a day. Have like one, I mean, 2 meals, 3 meals in a day, but have, again, don't have them like two, I mean, don't stuff yourself. Keep like I said, like keep half of it of the with the solid, one fourth is liquid and one fourth is space. So keep that
Okay.
proportion in mind. Be very mindful of what you're eating, and yeah, you don't really have to eat a lot of meals for, even for like when it comes to weight loss. Somehow I feel like you're just busy eating the whole day, so your mind is also like expecting that kind of input again. So yeah, stick to like maybe 2 or 3 meals a day, and have meals that keep you full, so that way you don't even feel like you want to like eat again and
Eat
again and again.
eat
Have like
again.
whole
Correct.
grains, have less or no of refined or processed food. So those really tend to get easily digested, and then you feel more hungry again. So have like millets again, like have millets. Have,
Yeah,
if you're
correct.
hungry, like eat fruits, like eat there again, like it's water thing again, it's good for your health. So
Okay. Yeah.
yeah.
So, how much do you think exercising or doing meditation are important in adapting a healthy lifestyle?
Very important actually. Like they go hand in hand. So it's not just like I mentioned, right? It's holistic. You can't just do, okay, I'll just focus on my food and did we get oh yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, like I mentioned, so it's more holistic in nature that way. So you can't just say I'm going to be very particular about what I eat, but I won't exercise or I won't meditate. So exercise, it's more of like the physical exercise is what keeps you physically fit, right? So you're working out, you're stretching out those muscles, and you're using that energy. And exercise has many benefits, so it really helps you. You can experience it yourself, like even if you're feeling like maybe dull or bored someday, and you just like get up and maybe just go for a 10-15 minute walk, like the simplest exercise you could do, but you
Yeah.
would still feel fresh. It releases those good serotonin, oxytocin, good hormones in your body, so that way you feel fresh and energetic again. And meditation, yes, like how you exercise your body, you need to exercise your mind too, right? So there's so much of uh, what do you say, so much of information bombarding, especially like social media and stuff. Though there's every day throughout the day, I've been like listening, hearing so many things. So you really need to take some time out for yourself to like sit at a place and just maybe start with 5 minutes. I mean, it's very difficult to start meditation for that matter,
Yeah.
but just sit in a calm, cool place, have your thoughts collected, and just like just breathe, focus on your breathing to start off. And you would see a lot of difference over a period of time, because it's end of the day, it's really important to like take care of your mind and your body together, so they can't be separated. So they both kind of benefit each other and go hand in hand. So yes, they are important
Yeah.
to answer your
Correct.
question.
So there's one question. How do you control cravings? So every one of us want to know because cravings.
Yes.
Yeah. So
So
yeah. What?
cravings are, yes, so it's actually very funny. Like what happens is we don't. It's a signal that I would say that your body is giving, right? So when you're craving for something, it's kind of a signal that your body is deprived of something, or there's some kind of a deficiency for that matter. So sometimes when they say, like, if you have a salt craving, maybe your body is it's craving for salt because there's less salt in the body, or there's some kind of mineral deficiency that it's having. So when it comes to craving, I would say really listen to your body and see why what is it and why it's coming up, and be very mindful about it. And don't just, like, if you're craving for something, just go and grab it and start eating. See why it's happening. Maybe sometimes it could just be that you're thirsty, so you could just have like, especially those mid-afternoon, post lunch, and before the evening kind, like 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock afternoon cravings. It could be just like, maybe you're thirsty, so you could just drink some water and, like, wait for half an hour and see how you feel. So, and if you're still hungry, then maybe go grab a fruit, like you said, have a bowl of blueberries, or some
Correct.
berries or fruits that you have, and or maybe a small muffin, and, like, see that you have good options available. So even if it's craving, so you don't go the other way of just, like, eating some junk and then feeling guilty and bad later. Oh my God, I ate so much. But yeah, really listen to your body and see what it has to say. So that way you can, like,
Yeah.
be more mindful about it.
Yeah. Okay. So lastly, what advice would you give to our viewers or anyone who wants to be healthy, who wants to adopt healthy lifestyle?
Ah, yes. Advice as in, what I would say is, like I mentioned, like, really listen to yourself when it comes to your body. So see, like, all bodies are different. What works for me may not work for you. What works for you may not work for me.
Correct.
So
Correct.
don't just go with this whole herd mentality, saying, okay, keto is working and that is working, so I just follow this diet and that diet.
Yeah.
So listen to yourself, be more mindful of yourself, what works for you, what foods you like, and make a very conscious decision when it comes to feeding yourself. So, like, it's one body that we have, right? And it's like a supercomputer, I would say, a super biocomputer actually. So it, given half a chance, it can heal itself by itself. So give all the resources and stuff that it needs to flourish. So, like, mm, take it out for exercise, do meditation, have put good fuel inside your body so that it functions at its best. So, and try and adapt a routine for yourself, and over a period of time you would, like, see it's more of like habit building, right? So practice it for like 21 days, they say, and it becomes a habit, and it becomes like second nature to you. So try and see what works for you, rather than just following what your friend or your colleague is
Yeah.
doing, and
Correct.
just follow that routine, and you would see the benefits for yourself. So that's what I would say. Just listen to yourself. Give
Yeah.
give time to yourself.
Time to yourself. Correct. Correct. So,
Yeah.
thank you so much, Shweta, for joining with us. And
Oh,
we feel really nice to have this interview with you. And we will surely try to adopt all the things that you just suggested. And thank you so much. We wish you all the best and take care in the times of Corona. I know the situation is really bad right now, but just
yeah.
stay safe. And yeah, that's all.
Thank you. Thank you so much for having me. It was a pleasure talking to you. And yeah, it's really great what you're doing with your company, and, like, having educating people on having, like, good food and local stuff, and having fruits and millets and everything. And yeah, stay
Thank you.
healthy, be happy. That's what I say every time.
Yeah. So, okay, take care. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye.
Yeah. Bye.